Yeah, how's it going on? So I'm going to give a very reasonable explanation as to how these people, Stephen Greer, Corey Good, these SSP whistleblower people, how they came about. A very easy explanation that will make you be like, oh, of course, but at the same time you'll probably feel disappointed. However, the good thing about this explanation is that it does involve the existence of a secret space program, of alien life, so at least it's a nice explanation in that way, but the thing about this explanation is that it is one that involves all of these SSP people that claim to be SSP people. This explanation would mean that they are not who they say they are. So what I'm trying to say, okay, I'm going to take my tinfoil hat off because there will be none of this craziness in this video. Nothing to do with any secret space program, time travel, aliens, nothing like that. Those things may very well still exist, but this explanation does not involve any of that, does not need any of that. And it's very simple, this explanation. It's the same way that I came to be doing what I'm doing now. And, I could easily add a little bit more to it. Just make it a little bit more colorful, And really, I wouldn't really have any reservations with that because I feel that I'm doing this for a good reason. I want humanity to advance technologically. I want there to be a spacefaring, civilization on this planet that involves all of us having equal access to that. I want off-world business. I want the ability to apply for a job, off-world, in a Starbucks on Mars or, whatever, something like that. I want that experience. I want it, But this explanation is none of this crap, It's very logical, very down to earth. So, yeah, all these people, Randy Cramer, Corey Good, with the exception of maybe, I don't know, Stephen Greer, because he has had legitimate experiences. I mean, you can clearly see what's going on at the CE5s. I've been to like 10 CE5s myself, so I'm not refuting that those protocols work, that there is someone else up there that's showing up at those events, whether they are SSP themselves just posing as aliens or whether they are real, extraterrestrials from wherever, who knows. They didn't land here, they didn't come out, they didn't physically talk to me, so how the hell do I know? How can I know? How can I know? How can anyone know, Aside from, I feel that they're telling me this, I mean, humans speak, blah, 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 blah. We've never been using any telepathic thing. So how the hell can you trust people that say that, So I need something physical here, So that's why I'm taking this thing off, and we're not having none of that. We're just having a very solid explanation here, okay? It's very simple. I started researching all this stuff since I was like 13. I would spend probably at least a good hour or 2 hours every day after school. I would come home and read about this, everything. Secret space program, how UFOs are built, the bases on the moon, the bases on Mars, alternative 2, alternative 3, super soldiers. I wasn't really that concerned about all these crazy ass conspiracy theories, but just specifically the electronics and the science of it. I studied electronics in high school. This was my best subject. I really love it even to this day. Any chance I get, I I love to study about electronics and also the deeper field theory behind it, the original interpretation of electronics, which was actually an alchemical understanding. It came from alchemy. All those original electrical engineers, Nikola Tesla, C.P. Steinmetz, Faraday, Isaac Newton, they were all educated in alchemy, or at least natural philosophy. You know, they had that foundation and they built the whole electrical world from that foundation. You must understand that. You know? So I've been researching this stuff my whole life, and I'm very well informed. I know a lot about the technology and how it works. So, like, you know, I could easily say, hey, I'm Commander Lars. I was a space commander in my past life. You know, I had a crew of, you know, 1,000 ship men and women, and you know, everything was going great, and you know, we were doing like trading with all these different planets. We had these holographic med beds. We were fighting this war on Mars. We were doing this. We were doing that. Oh, but then all of a sudden, you know what? Because I'm like badass Commander Lars, and I'm like a SSP super soldier, and you know, I just wanted to fight for justice and truth, and so I had a plan to deliver the whole truth about the secret space program and off-world economics just to the people of Earth and let them know. And that's who I am. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm telling you the truth. So I could easily add a little bit more to it, and I don't know, find some solid thing that can really be like, oh shit, this guy, Chi guidance on YouTube, he calls himself Commander Lars. Well, he must be, you know, he must be who he says he is, because because of this here, it's, you know, like Randy Cramer's thing is that he says he couldn't be lying because he would be breaking the law, he would be impersonating an officer, blah blah blah, you know. And apparently people are taking him up on that. Apparently he's having a few issues with that. So look, I'm just saying that a lot of this stuff is true, like at least from the technological point of view. If you want to understand what I'm saying there, watch my documentary Unmanifest Potential. I'll put a link to it on here. It's on Rumble. It was blocked here on YouTube. So watch that documentary, then you will understand what I'm saying here, okay? So from an understanding of the technology, and also what Randy Cramer is calling psionics, related to Qigong as well, it really is exactly the same thing, and telekinesis and all this stuff that he talks about, it's in that documentary I made, and it connected with the field theory, with the understanding of electronics and how to make anti-gravity really work, you know?